Public and diplomatic pressure on the DRC is mounting to announce the outcome of the December 30 elections to replace long-term leader Joseph Kabila. More than a week after the crucial poll, the Central African country's Electoral Commission has not set a date for the results announcement. Amid this delay, the UN Security Council has rejected a meeting at the request of South Africa over the situation in the country, in the DRC that is. It instead says any meeting or measure could be made only after the announcement of the results by the Electoral Commission. There have also been other diplomatic pressures being led by France, the United States and Belgium.
Note that a Catholic collective which organized anti-Kabila demonstrations in 2017 and 2018 yesterday denounced the complicity between the ruling coalition and the Electoral Commission, which postponed the announcement of the provisional results of the presidential election. During the presentation of the preliminary report of 40,000 Catholic observers, the National Episcopal Conference of Congo, Senko, said it knew the winner of the presidential election on December 30. For its part, the CENI had asked the bishops for a formal denial. In any case, this delay in publishing the election results keeps the country on high alert, and we'll go on to the east side of the DRC to understand what's happening on site. We hear from our correspondent in Goma, Gaël Mpoyo. Good morning, Gaël. You're in the east of the country. How is it there?
Bonjour Anan, il faut dire que l'attente de la publication des résultats
The expectation of the publication of the results by CENI is really disrupting almost all activities in the city of Goma. This subject remains the only one that dominates debates in the capital of the area. In the city, focus groups are being held to discuss the publication of the results. And above all, the subject is constantly talked about on the radio and television stations. In the commercial world, some people have closed their businesses as they fear damage in case the situation rapidly changes. Other Congolese have packed their bags to head for neighboring Rwanda or Uganda and swear not to return until after the results are published. In terms of connection, part of the population, especially young people, are currently purchasing MTN Rwanda SIM cards from neighboring countries in order to connect. Several cyber cafes have closed their doors because the connection has been cut off. The population, which kept on track with information on social networks, now relies on receiver stations to track information.
Gaël, amidst the delay, what's been the reactions to claims of victories by each of the different candidates?
For 2 days now, a police deployment has been noticed in several parts of the city. The previous night, a strange atmosphere could be felt in the city of Goma. You could see motorcyclists, headlights coming on around the city, and people were chanting the victory of candidate number 13, which is Shadare, after the publication of a stealth result on the RTBF website. So while waiting for the proclamation of the one who will lead the country next, the leaders of the political parties, all groups combined, are singing the victories of their own candidates. For the members of FCC, for example, it's Shadare or nobody. Those of Lamuka see no one else to compete with rather than Martin Fayulu. In any case, no new date has been set for the announcement of the results by CENI, and this is not good news. So we know that residents have demonstrated to denounce the fact that there's no announcement. Have special measures been taken to contain future protests? Well, on Sunday, 6 January, several arrests were reported in the city. The police blamed the arrested people for disturbing public order. And as you know, while the elections are taking place in the country, a fictional vote was also reported, and some organizers have been arrested and are still in prison. Thank you so much, Gaël Mpoyo, for giving us more details from that part of the country. We'll continue to follow this story. Thank you so much for giving us those details. Thank you to you, Hanan. That was Gaël Mpoyo coming to us from DRC.
If you're just joining us, you're watching The Morning Call, and we are live for you from our studios in Pointe-Noire, the Republic of Congo. On our website, you can get the latest stories from across the continent and elsewhere, and also you can watch our broadcast live. Log on Africanews.com. Now, still to come on the program. 9 subspecies of giraffe threatened with extinct. International Union for the Conservation of Nature ramp up efforts to save the giraffe habitat. So what are some of these efforts? We find out. And in sports, we take you to South Africa to hear of the story of a non-profit helping to empower and inspire young people living in El Dorado Park, a city outside of Johannesburg, South Africa, which is known for its drug-related crimes. All of this plus much more after the break. Do not go anywhere, and then I will be right back.